I'd like to wish everyone a happy Passover. If you're not familiar with Passover, it's a Jewish holiday which takes place on the 15th day of the month of Nisan, the first month of spring. And usually people in Israel celebrate this holy holiday by invading Muslim places of worship. That's right. They enter the Muslim places of worship in force, in full riot gear, making sure that they shoot as many worshippers as they can, handcuff them, arrest them, injure them, and throw stun grenades into crowds of people who are just there to worship. Now, it does happen to be a special occasion for Muslims too, the holy month of Ramadan, but that doesn't really matter. Now, the interesting thing about this weird way of celebrating a Jewish holiday by invading the places of worship of a people of a different faith, terrorizing and brutalizing them, is that we have to notice that it's actually sponsored by and supported by the government of Israel. That's right, these are not civilians who are going about their own worship in this way by brutalizing the Muslims. This is actually the official armed forces of Israel helping and supporting the Israeli illegal settlers to enter these Muslim places of worship and carry out these rituals. They also slaughter a lamb in there just for kicks. Now, of course, we all know exactly what we can expect. From Western world leaders, we know that there's going to be a boycott of Israel coming very soon. We know that there's going to be sanctions on imports and exports in and out of Israel. And we know there's going to be lots and lots of talk by lots of politicians around the world, especially at the United Nations, making sure that everyone understands that what Israel is doing here is illegal, brutal, and really cannot be justified by any sane person ever. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. There would only be condemnation, boycott, sanctions, and international pressure if these crimes were being perpetrated against white Christian people. I got my wires crossed. But these crimes are being perpetrated against brown Muslim people. So you're probably not going to see a single thing on your newsfeed about it unless you're lucky enough to have some Muslim friends. But otherwise, the world will largely remain silent. In fact, you're probably going to even see lots of politicians around the world posting their happy Passover messages on their social media to make sure that they appease their Jewish voters. And why wouldn't you? Let's make sure that Jewish voters are happy with your Passover message, and it doesn't matter at all that Israel armed forces are entering into a holy place of worship in a holy month for Muslims, brutalizing them, attacking them, shooting them, killing them, arresting them. But who cares? They're just brown Muslims. If it was Ukraine, it would be totally different. It would be a totally different situation. We would spring into action and we would do all kinds of amazing things to make sure that the people of Ukraine understood how much we love and support them. So that concludes my happy Passover message. I hope you understood what Passover is, what it entails, and what you can expect to see after and during the Passover celebrations take place inside Jerusalem, where Muslims are killed and brutalized.